Good morning, friends and fellow farmers. Oh, no. I want to put my pineapple back. Okay, here's a question. Can I put a street lamp? No, you can't put a street lamp on there. There we go. Okay, it's first of summer. We've got to get doing some stuff. Let's have something to drink here and get on with it. Okay, where are the kids? Where are the kids? Here they are. Oh, the whole family's here. Good morning. Summer may be searing hot, but the humidity feels great on the skin. Alright, so got, what do I have for wine here? It's all peach, apricot, yeah, orange. I get the funky stuff is what I got. Yeah, okay, well, here you go. Pour a bucket of water on you. You're all good. Cool down. So, I do need to go check on... I have a funny feeling I have a lot to do today. And I'm going to not be able to get the things I want to do done. Let's go and load up here with gold. Let's get all this done. And then I'd like to go see Robin right away, so we can be up for when Robin opens. And we'll buy a bunch of wood off of Robin. And then... Okay, that's that. We've burnt through our gold. Very good. And we got, what do we have here? I got one more of that. And we can start in on the iron. Beautiful. Okay, so you can go there. Got a bunch of that. Got a bunch of wood. 5 more kegs. So, you know, I burned through my existing wood pile. That's fine. Okay, I've got 9 kegs there. And then I've got these street lamps and other things. I gotta think about where I want to put those. Okay, and then I've got our... it's here where I put the warp things. There we go. So, I've got to think about what we want. Summer seeds. I could give them a variety of summer things to do. That might be kind of nice around one of them. I don't know. And then... Okay, well that's fine. That's my thought on most things here. That's fine. Okay, let's give you some wine. Mahogany seeds, gold ore. I don't know, why would I get rid of those things? The mahogany seeds. They should go here where I cut down the 2 trees. There we go. See, we're making good use. As for these, yeah, I don't know that I need those anymore with Clovis. Like, I feel like I might have filled that. I gotta check if I have any other area. Robin, let's buy some wood. Would you please hand me a massive pile of your finest here? Okay. And then, are you giving me, am I getting hardwood gift with purchase here? No. It's not that, no, it's just straight up. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm going to take like 4,000. And that should be good. Okay. I've got an oak bench that will look just wonderful in your house. No, I think we're good. And we threw the TV in the garbage, so... Let's head back home. So let's go see what we can do now. Should be an absolutely silly amount of stuff is what I can do. So I can do 14 more kegs. There we go. Get those done. And then I can make 90 tappers. So I'm going to make like 50. And I'm just going to leave them here for the moment, because those trees can't possibly be done. I don't think they could be. You never know. Maybe they are. And you know what? I'm not going to get these seeds done today. Who am I kidding? Because I think I have to go to the island. Let's go over here, though, just to double check where things are. Yeah, so things are okay. Things are growing in. Another couple days or something. Now let's head out and see about some ancient fruit. I have a bad feeling. My bad feeling was substantiated. It's harvest day. That's alright. I haven't had a harvest day in a while. So I feel like definitely, you know, just buying everything. It's interesting is that buying all the stuff in this game, like buying the wood, buying the stone, buying whatever, coal, it still takes forever to do things. That's what has blown me away. And I'm more acutely aware of how much time it takes to do basic stuff than I was previously. Whereas I think when I was doing, when you're like harvesting it or something, you got a plan and you're doing the whole thing, and it's like a lot of steps. And so I wasn't so acutely aware of the process because I was like, okay, we gotta, you know, grow a bunch of this or go harvest, go to this mine, and it was more of a gradational thing, and then slowly you would accrue a huge amount of each resource type. With this, it's just straight up like you're just buying like 4,000 wood, and then you've got to like, you know, just craft a bunch and then place a bunch, and you can progress really quick. It doesn't feel quite as like I couldn't have gone through a playthrough where I just did that right off the bat. I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much, I don't think. It's interesting seeing, like, trying that different process. It feels definitely more like a speed run. Like, I feel like I'm trying to play the game at a different pace. Like I'm running through the game full tilt. That's okay. If I was doing like a speed run playthrough, which I've never, I've never truly done, and I don't think I'd be very good at it, given my playstyle, which is like absent-mindedness. I think this is my playstyle. It would be, I would just forget. Well, again, though, I think now with min-maxing, I don't know that it'd be very fun to do. I think if there was, like, for instance, with the, if you didn't look anything up and you did like you'd have to do like a live stream playthrough and not look anything up and do like a remixed, museum, or not museum, whatchamacallit, community center. That might be a different kind of a challenge. That might be kind of okay. In terms of an actual challenge, I don't know how much anybody could be, like, I feel like a lot of people probably have a lot of stuff memorized. Yeah, I don't know. It would be, I guess it's still a lot of information. Okay. I think, I don't feel like I know anything about this game even now, although I must. It's one of those things where you don't realize, like, oh yeah, I guess there's a lot of weird, I have a lot of weird information crammed in my head now that I don't need, but I just have, and I will go to my deathbed knowing certain things. It's just, that's it. It's burned in. I've done it too many times. You'll know, I'll be like, they'll be like, what's that? And I'll be like, Gus likes oranges. And then close eyes, and then they'll be like, what is that about? What does he mean Gus likes oranges? I don't understand what to do with that information. There'll be a lot of that. Shane and the mayor like hot peppers. And then end scene. I don't know. That stuff's just not leaving my head. It's kind of like the, Contra cheat codes when you're a kid or something, stuff like that, where you're like, you don't forget those things. I mean, I think, it's even now, you say that to somebody above, down, and it's like somebody knows immediately what shorthand you're referring to. And so this game has a lot of that, I feel like, that it would just be burned in there. Yeah, but I think playing through this way it's interesting just to try it out, to be, more like a robber baron. We just, we come in with our giant wad of cash, throw it on the counter, and Robin goes out back and chainsaws up the house because she's run out of wood supplies to give me. Like, it's so much that we're asking for. Like, why does she have, 80 cord of wood behind her house? I don't know. So it's weird going that route. Yeah, it's okay. No, I think I had more fun tackling the problem more organically, like, because it just, going straight to the source and just buying up the stuff isn't as, you don't have to think about the game as much. You just go, I'll go to Robin, or I'll go to Clint. Whereas you're not trying to like out clever the game and think, where can I, and then when you see the desert and you're like, I can plant trees out here. And then as you slowly get ideas and you slowly think of the zones, I guess it's even more hideous in that, like, when you buy from Clint and Robin, you're externalizing the ethical consequences of your decisions. I don't care where Robin gets the wood from. I don't care how Clint got that coal. Even though Clint has like a smokestack billowing out, like he's just running the worst program ever. I mean, when he's not crypto mining, Clint is burning down the rainforest in order to get you the coal. I don't know what he's doing. So we externalize the problem to him, and then he does horrible things to get us the products. Whereas when we do it yourself, you kind of have to think about the resources and the land and the consequences, and you realize how terrible you are and how bad kind of this game and these kinds of games, not this game specifically, they were never designed to really make you think about the consequences of those decisions, but they're definitely, those decisions are like, it is a weird, this genre, what this game is built on, is a genre that doesn't think about those things. It's more thinking about nostalgic pastoral lifestyles. It's not thinking about plundering the land and being, whatever we are here, some kind of oligarch. Like, it's really, we're basically running the government. And that's, I don't know. Anyway, it's, I don't know what I think sometimes of all these things. It's a weird feeling. Because, as you're smelting down 300 trees, you're going, this isn't right. Like, you would never do this in real life, and yet, as part of a game, it's like, well, it's perfectly okay. That's how we do. But it's a weird thing still. I don't know. I would like a game that reckons with these things in some way. I know that sounds like a bleak, horrible, non-game-like experience, but there must be a better way of doing it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what the answer is there. It's interesting. I waffle on the idea of game design. I very much, I've sat for many hours and designed board game type stuff or card game type things just for fun. I enjoy that process. I enjoy game design. I enjoy puzzle design as a thing, like just thinking about logical, just brainstorming it. But I have no aptitude for like programming and things like that. But I very much would like to make a video game. And not in the sense of like a vanity project that is, there's so many things that I've learned about playing games that annoy me and that intrigue me and that make me want to try to do something else because, you want to see the thing that you want to see. Like, I want to try out a kind of style of game. Like, can that work? Can that be done? Is that a thing we can do? So, anyway, it makes me think about that a lot. I don't know that I'd be very good at doing game design, but I don't think I could be terrible at it. I think also the one advantage I bring is that I'm old. You wouldn't think that's an advantage, but I think I'm willing to be more patient and think about some of these consequences. And it's not a career path for me, so I wouldn't be, paying my bills doing this. So it'd be something you're approaching very differently. Let's put all these in here. So, there is a big part of me that actually wants to actively try to learn. Like, I've tried to learn. If I do something, which I very probably will, it's just how I structure my life to allow this to happen. And also, I've been trying to discover what my problem is with, learning programming. Because I love programming, but I can't program with beans. And I think I've come to some conclusions. I was a precocious computer kid. I've been working with computers since '83, I think. Did weird stuff. Remember programming on weird industrial Intel chips. Like right on a motherboard that had a display. There's weird things I was able to got to do when I was a kid. They were fun experiences. That it's not like I was bright. It was just that they were in front of me and I was able to do them. It was cool. It was really neat experiences. But I never really developed beyond those experiences or took advantage of those experiences or ever thought, well, growing up where I did, despite the number of games I played, I never thought, oh, making games is a viable career. It never occurred to me. I hated programming. I took it in high school and couldn't stand it. I was more interested in understanding how DOS worked and then trying to get into inappropriate files on my school computer. Where is it that they store things? Why is there a Z drive? Those kinds of things. That interested me, not doing functional things. And now I'm at a mature enough age where I'm interested in understanding more appropriate stuff, like how to use, a game engine. So at any rate, I think I have decided to set it upon myself to learn Godot, because it seems like a good entity for this. I've used GameMaker in the past. It has things I like and don't like, but I think I'd like to give Godot a shot. And that's kind of my ambition at the moment, is to figure out how to make time for that. That would be lovely. But I definitely have a game in mind that I would like to make that explores some of these ideas I've been babbling on about. But about how we deal with resources, and I think there's a lot of messaging in games that is really weird. Like we're just going around murdering everything. That's really bizarre. A lot of as many people would know, my bugbear fishing mini games, which I don't like at all, but I don't think we question, why do we do these? Why is it a good mini game type? I have no idea. Why is it just a de facto thing you gotta include in your game? No idea. But really get underneath that and try to figure out what's the deal with that? What's the deal with that? So those kinds of things I'm interested in exploring a little bit more. I don't know. I feel like it would be a fun thing to do. It'd be banging my head against a solid rock wall, I think, in many ways. But I kind of like that. So I'll officially throw my hat in the ring. I'm going to try to make a game. That is one of my goals here. We'll see how it goes. I'm at literally baby steps, but I realize one of my big problems is I'm very good with theoretical, and I'm not good with having the patience to do tutorials and stuff. So I'll read a book on C+ programming, but I'm not gonna I don't do enough doing. I don't like banging my head against the frustration of doing, but I enjoy the theoretical elements of how object-oriented programming languages work or whatever. So I've got to now sit and bang my head against it, and that's the practical part of the thing that I kind of avoid. And I think that's what it is that I've never liked that component, and that even as a kid, that was my main problem with programming. I didn't like that part, so I need to challenge myself and get past that part. But the biggest challenge will be finding the time to do it, and we'll see here how that goes. This hobby, Let's Playing, consumes a huge amount of my time, my free time. It's not a trivial amount of time. It's quite a bit of my free time. It's become a very structured part of my life. I love doing it. I don't want to stop doing it, but it's how do I fit it in with everything else and make it work in a way that's kind of I don't know, what's the word? Sustainable. It works in a way that doesn't, burn me out or, tear my family apart. That's a bit melodramatic, but it is it's more, it fits in with everything in life. That's my thing, is how do I make that happen? So I don't know. That's the part I've got to figure out. But it means I've got to just make probably better use of my slim downtime. So Sometimes instead of reading the news for an hour, I maybe want to spend my half an hour of that banging my head against a wall, which is what programming is. But I should do that, because that would be good and interesting, and I would learn something. So I think that's maybe what I need to be focusing on. Is okay. Let's eat a stack of these crab cakes. I'm walking way too slow. So yeah, I think that's something I want to get working on here. I don't know. I'm also interested in, you know, playing Let's Plays in many ways for me is thinking about game design. It is thinking about the process of games, and part of that is thinking about like the why of these things. Like why was this choice made? Why does this game contain this? Why are we doing this in this game? I think those are questions that we all kind of ask. But I'd like to, as I do Let's Plays, that's part, in a way, I'm formalizing that process for myself, because I'm talking out loud about why these decisions exist and all that. So I think in making a game, I think I'd probably like to approach it in a similar manner, which would be to kind of externalize the thinking process a little bit and not be all secrety about it, but to work through it in this way. So as things start coming, maybe a little bit, start moving, maybe I'll share that process more, if it makes sense to. And I think it's an interesting process. It's a fun thing, and it shouldn't be daunting. The tools exist to make it not daunting, really. I mean, we live in a great time for doing these kinds of things. The fact that there is open source software that enables us to do all of these things is astounding. And here we go. Here's all of our future kegs. I think I'm going to run out of fruit here like any second anyway. Okay. Okay, that's that. That's that. Okay. So we got a lot of pineapple wine here. So I don't know what I have over at the main area. Like if I have a whole pile of stuff, or what the story is. Okay, so let's... Yeah, so I don't know. Let's, oop. There we go. So let's go see what we have at the bottom, because I'm going to need all of this stuff in order to fill up the stuff in the laneway, because I don't have any more stuff at home. So yeah, we're officially kind of like, yeah, we burned through too much. Okay. So yeah, at any rate, I that's the thing I've been thinking about more seriously. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, okay, I've emptied the chest here. So next time we'll get on that. But yeah, at any rate, I hope that I'll have the ability to share that. And oh wow, okay. Let's get all this stuff here. Yeah, I think it's an interesting process and stuff, and I don't know. I imagine other people will find that interesting. So if all goes well, I'll be able to, to share that a little bit, and yeah, hopefully it'll be an interesting thing. Now, the clock feels like it's moving fast here. But yeah, I also appreciate, even at the best of times, it takes years to do these things. So under adverse conditions, it'll take forever. So that's another thing I'm cognizant of. There's no race. There's no hurry here. Would be nice. It seems like it's always about hurry and get it done as of yesterday, but really, Okay, and then let's get inside. I don't think I'm going to make it. Am I going to make it? We did. That's ridiculous. All right. We will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.